What's up, everybody? I'm Big Mike,
And I'm Brando.
And I'm Clint.
and this is Beard, Beer, and Bullshit.
You're
You're damn right.
right.
Oh, almost, but you started together.
I had to hold it out a little longer than Max.
That was close. We're getting 4 episodes in, and we're almost synced there.
I'm working on the timing. I know I got to pause before I say it so that Brando comes through. So I'm trying. I missed it that time, but I felt confident too. I was like, "Oh, that's it."
You guys were there, and then you just went a little long, so you held your damn right too long. It's all good.
Yeah. And you know what I think it is? The second you hit record, somehow in my earpiece, you guys are delayed.
Oh, that sucks.
Did me and Brando finish at the same time?
No, you started at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, you guys started at the same
started
time.
at the same time, and then it went long.
And then you went long with your
I held it out.
damn right.
All right. See, on my end, me and Brando finished at the same time. That's why I held it out.
So
I held mine out. So that
it's the interwebs.
Yeah.
Interwebs.
All right. So we got 3 convos for our podcast today. We got how old can someone be before you criticize their beer choices? It's a little beer snobby, but you know, we're okay with that.
Yep.
When is it okay, or what parts are okay to go aftermarket where you don't necessarily need to have an OEM part? And third topic, I forgot what the fucking third topic was. What was the third topic?
I had
Ever
Warren
Since
Free
You?
or Ever Since You.
Oh
Warren
yeah, that's
Free.
right. Yeah. No, Ever Since You, yeah. When on the service side, you work on a customer's car, and they come back and say, "Ever since you," yeah. So those are the 3 topics we got. All right.
Listen, to anyone listening to this, if the words "Ever Since You" come out of your mouth at a dealership, we immediately in our mind say "fuck you."
Yeah.
Oh
you're done.
Yeah, like because now there's a difference between when we actually do screw up and when you come back accusing us that we screw up.
Right.
People think that they can come in like they think they're they're the first ones to think of this.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like ever since you did my oil change, now my car pulls to the left. No, it don't work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I placed my mirror, my fucking gas cap's missing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man.
Like you changed my oil, now my brakes pulsate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's now
You stole my wiper blades and put on ones that didn't clear.
Oh. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Those are the same crappy wiper blades you had that you refused to buy when we upsold them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We show in history we've told you wiper blades for the past 6 months.
Yep. Or now, granted, you get those ones where, you know, ever since you did my oil change, now I get a little smoke. And it's like, oh, well, let me check.
All right,
and
yeah.
Sure enough, you know, maybe the lube tech left the oil cap off like a jackass, and you know.
Yeah, there's legit ones that go inside.
We're not
we
saying
change your oil and now you're leaking in your driveway. Yeah, that's something we need to address.
Yeah.
We change your oil and your brake lights don't work.
No.
You're gonna pay.
Yeah,
like,
for
I'm
real.
sorry.
Yeah,
you're
more
gonna
than
pay.
you know now.
Yeah, because not only did you just accuse us, now you want us to fix something for free.
Yeah,
that definitely wasn't our fault.
Yep. And I can definitely tell you there is something in an hourly shop or a flat rate shop that is called a fuck you charge.
Oh yeah.
You come back in with something stupid like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that light bulb. Yeah, that light bulb that they usually would probably have done for free, you know, no labor, depending on how easy it is. Yeah, now that's an hour job.
Yep.
Plus diag.
Oh yeah, and you got to pay for the diag. No, we have to diag it now, which is an hour labor.
We're gonna take that bulb out. We're gonna put it on our bulb tester. We're gonna make sure it works. We're gonna check the resistance of your bulb.
Yep.
We might even get a power probe and send some current through it to see if it actually works. If it does, I might go take a poop. I might get a drink of water, and I'm gonna clock on for that for an hour.
I mean, we're gonna upset. I mean, when we always top off blinker fluids.
Yep.
Yep. No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that, but
no, you got to pay.
Yeah, you definitely got to pay.
You got to pay for that.
Walk in accusing us of doing some shit that's not even related to the shit we did to your vehicle. Like, you're being an asshole at that point. I actually got a story for you. One of the shops that I worked at, which I'm not giving them any publicity because fuck them.
Fair statement.
Our techs usually use electric impacts to take off wheels.
Yeah.
And a guy brought in his I'm not going to name what kind of vehicle it is because it might give it away. His SUV, we'll call it.
Okay.
And then when he got it back, he started yelling at our service department and everything, saying that the oil from the air gun got all over his rims. Sir, we don't use air guns to take wheels off. We use electric impacts.
Well, maybe someone just recently. I got nothing. That's just really.
I mean,
stupid.
that's who even. No, that person already. He was trying to get in his brain. He already was trying to get a free detail. That's what it was.
Exactly. Yep. And the owner actually got into a yelling match with him because this guy was getting very verbal, swearing. There was this bigger gentleman with his son there who actually ended up speaking to the guy in a very aggressive tone, trying to get him to calm down because he was swearing in front of his kid.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the police were almost called. Come to find out, this guy's been thrown out of 3 other dealerships.
Oh, I hate those customers.
Yeah.
And see, that's what people have to realize, and I don't think they realize. The automotive world is really, really small, and
bitches be talking.
Yeah,
that's always
especially the service side. The service side, we all have friends in the business and other dealerships, and we all talk. We all have horror stories, so stuff gets around real quick. Between
I mean, the 3 of us work for 3 different places. I mean, we talk about all that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
are we competitive against? Absolutely not. What?
No, and I mean, and think about it, that's just us 3. You get a lot of people that have been doing it since like fucking '88, and they're still doing it, and they know everybody in the business. Like I have the guy the shop foreman in our shop. Every time we get a new like service manager, or service writer. He knew him like from like 10 years ago. They worked together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those things you remember faces, you remember people, and now you got new stories from new dealers, and
oh yeah.
I don't think the customers understand. And we've had people come in and say that you didn't rotate my tires because I marked the hubcaps. And they're still on the same wheels.
Those hubcaps don't change.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just so people know, you have to take the hubcaps off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Or no, you get the slick guys that'll mark the back of the tire to make sure that. I love seeing those. When I used to work on cars, I used to love seeing that shit. It's like, oh, look at this guy. You think he's smart.
Yep.
Or marking the oil filter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, that's also how you know if they went to like Jiffy Lube, because they'll have like the date and a signature on the freaking oil filter.
Right.
Yeah, and signatures and it's it's all the stupid things that we sometimes have to do are just for our own protection because
Dishonest
can't fix stupid.
Oh yeah.
Well, no,
But
you know what the thing is? There's so many dishonest people out there, and then they want to blame the dealerships or the shops that, oh, like, now don't get me wrong, there's absolutely dishonest shops out there.
oh yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah. Yep.
I deal with them on a regular basis. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
as
for
long as
real.
they pay me, I ain't saying shit, Um, like I'm not gonna like blow their spot up, like not publicly. Like if one of my friends says, "Hey, what do you think about this place?" I'm like, "Well,
Oh yeah. We all have those.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
We all have those places where we're like, yeah, how about no? Hey, I'm thinking about
you
buying
got
a
Yeah.
car. Should I go? No.
you
No.
got a better
No.
chance of having a chop shop work on it."
Yeah. I mean, we've all worked at places where we wouldn't buy a car from or have their technicians work on the
Yeah,
cars.
for
You know,
real.
just if I'm the only one that's touching my car is me.
Right.
That way I know who to blame.
Yep.
This is and actually this is a good like little segue into a little topic I would like to title "Warn Free."
I like that.
Yeah.
You want to come in and get something warranted for free and shit. I really like the people that they only do their warranty work with you, but they bring it elsewhere for like other bit shit.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Right.
I got another mechanic. I just need you to do my recall. I got another mechanic.
Yeah, yeah. Like
It's like, so why
it's
your
a
car
little
falling
insulting.
apart? It's like, why is your car
Yeah,
falling apart if you have another mechanic?
yeah.
I got a
Or
guy.
or they want us to either that or they
I
want
got a
us to
guy.
warranty something that somebody else installed.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, there's
no. It's like you need to go back to where you had the car previously, have them warranty it. And you know what? That's the thing. Like some people just don't realize. Like, yeah, a Hyundai's a Hyundai, Chrysler's a Chrysler. Chevy's a Chevy, but all these dealers are franchises. You can't go to one
Right.
Chevy dealership and then go to another Chevy dealership and expect them to warranty someone's fuck up. No, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to
nope.
pay, or you're going to have to go back to that dealer that you went to previously and have them fix it. Unless it's covered under manufacturer
Exactly.
warranty, you're assed out.
Exactly.
I think the worst part I ever found about working at a Ford dealer for me was one of the as training wise was one of the best things I ever did. The training honestly was spot on. It was amazing. The stuff I learned just from going to the schools um, was incredible. The biggest issue though is a lot of dealership techs will tell you that the more you learn, the less you make.
Oh
The
yeah.
more certs you have, the more warranty certifications, all this shit that you have, the less you're gonna make.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like you start off doing oil changes, and you graduate into like doing engines and great paying brake jobs and this and that, and then you get certified, and you're doing warranty water leaks and bumps and rattles and squeaks. And now you're whether you're a tech that's paid flat rate or you are a hourly tech, you you asked out because now you're doing all this shit, the shitty work, and all the guys that aren't trained are doing all the brake jobs and
Oh yeah.
suspension work and all that shit
Yeah,
because they're
it's
not
crazy.
certified. Ford ain't gonna pay you for it.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was
that's
the
the
only
hard part.
bad part.
That's the hard part about being able to be, a great level technician is that your gravy jobs like just somehow get cut shorter and shorter, you know?
Yep.
But
Yeah,
it's
like you do all the warranty work, and then be like, hey, all right, so this thing's got a training leak or slipping. The engine's making noise. It's covered under warranty. You do that, and then you look over, and the next time you see that car in, it's brake jobs and tranny flush and
Mm-hmm.
shocks and struts and the lower guys doing it. So I always thought, you got to have a good in with a service writer, and that always falls back to the same comment we had. There's always one guy.
Yeah, for real. There's always that friend with the service writer. That's a
Yeah,
tandem together.
And if you don't have one in the shop, it's you.
Yeah, if you can't
dude.
you can't think of a name off the top of your head, yeah.
You're that dude.
The
playing a dude disguised as another dude.
The crazy thing, like at Hyundai with the warranty being so long, especially for powertrain, which I'm happy about because I'm benefiting from it right now. It's
for your engines.
Oh yeah. But even though I'm waiting, wow. I've been waiting 3 months. I think my car went in on January. I've been waiting 3 months now for my motor, and it still ain't come in yet.
Kev got to notice that their engine that got put in is still under a recall.
Yeah, there's another recall after the motor's installed. There is another recall because technicians are not installing the high pressure fuel line in properly, causing fires.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Ever since you put my engine in, my car caught on fire.
My car caught on fire. No, that's a legit
car runs
thing.
A little warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thermostat can't keep up.
There's some orangey flames coming from my engine area.
Orangey.
Yeah. So,
orange-esque.
Yeah. There's an orange glow, little orange hue from under my car.
That hue. I like that.
An orange note.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've
seen some shit.
Yeah. And what's funny? I swear, I have a conversation with a technician all the time about warranty work and how, you got to go through all this diagnosis. You got to freaking do all this stuff. And then at the end of the job, you get paid 6/10 to replace the part. And it's like,
yeah, dude.
It's like, yeah, it's like, motherfucker, you've been doing this for how long? You know that's how it works. Yeah, I know, but still.
Have you guys ever had I don't know what to call it, but yeah, I've worked at a shop before where there'll be a car out back with a oil drain plug out running with no oil in it intentionally.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You ever worked at a place that does that?
Nope.
I've never drained half the oil and filled it with antifreeze.
I plead
never
the
done
fifth. I plead the fifth.
Oh yeah. I couldn't believe that. It was like a game. People stand around waiting for it to go.
Putting money down on it.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. You've done it before, haven't you?
I plead the fifth.
I wonder how good this synthetic oil really is. All right, drain it out. Let's see how long it coats the cylinders. Let's see how long those rings hold up.
To the listeners, that's benefiting you. That's not hurting you. We're talking. That's
Mike's
benefiting you.
I plead the fifth. There are certain statements that I will not make. I plead the fifth.
Is that one of them we shouldn't be making, or?
I'm good with it because I've done it.
No, I mean, by all means, if you're okay with it, go ahead, make your statement.
I don't work for the place anymore, but
my statement is, I plead the fifth.
No. Like I also have never been doing 70 on a highway and put it in park, or reverse. I've never done that. It was only coincidental that truck needed a transmission afterwards. I mean, it had nothing to do with anything someone allegedly did.
Interesting. Fun fact.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
depending on the truck, they sometimes just so happen to click into reverse on their own,
Yeah.
Them
Yeah, dude.
Ghost shifters.
Ever since you drove down the highway 70 miles an hour and put it in the park, I need a new tranny.
Yeah. I think, and just for anyone listening, they don't like that.
Oh no.
The transmissions do not like that. It's
No.
not
Yeah,
a fun
they're not
noise.
fans, really, and I don't understand. We just like to.
No.
The noise a transmission makes when you do something like that. Oh my God. You've never
Man,
the screen. It's like chalkboard winding, screaming like out of Saw.
So when I did the lift kit on my Jeep, and I did the front and rear differentials and everything, after I had gotten the rear differentials in, which was the last one to put in, and got everything all hooked up. I was working on the e-brake cables, making sure they were long enough, and because to compensate for the lift. And I don't know what the fuck, man. But
It's gonna be good.
So off the ground, I put it in the drive to get the wheels going. I'm trying to get the brakes to work, and the rear tires are still spinning. And I don't know. I'm trying to fix the rear brakes, and I step on the brake, and like an idiot, I go to put it in the park. The rear brakes aren't stopping the rear tires. Oh God!
Man.
Luckily, it was not like. Luckily, there wasn't like a load under it or something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a pretty sound. It was not a pretty sound.
Yeah. It don't like that.
If you open up a transmission, if you're ever, in the vicinity of an open transmission, and you look at the parking pawl or what they use for park, I mean, you got to pity that thing.
Oh yeah.
That poor little thing.
Yeah, it's small.
And you're just like, yeah. And it's just a wedge. you poor little finger that just drops into this little slot, like, oh. And now you can picture it when you hit park. You can picture what that thing's, rat-a-tatting in there doing nothing.
You ever watch Wheel of Fortune?
Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. That's exactly a tranny going into park. Your park is the needle.
Yep.
Bouncing back and forth.
It's all good.
I'd like to solve the puzzle. You need a new fucking tranny.
Yep. For the win.
Actually, you know what? That clicking sound it makes too. That's like this. Like if you like when you go to park, when I first switched from driving a standard car to an automatic car, because when I drove standards, I would just push the clutch and shut the car off. When I go into a parking spot, I get into a parking spot, shut the car off, push the clutch in, shut the car off, and then just let the clutch go while it's in gear, and I'm parked. I get out the car. Man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, automatic cars do not like that.
They don't like it when you treat them like a standard.
No, they don't. Because I would, be creeping up, and I go, I go shut it off and put it in park. Well, I put it in park and not realize I'm not all the way stopped. The noise, it's like, oh yeah, this is automatic. I gotta remember this is automatic. About 2 or 3 times of those, you remember.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah.
It's a sound that you don't hear often.
No, it's unique.
When you hear it, it's just like, oh, I done fucked up.
And no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you ever hear that? Whether you're in a shop, outside, shopping, doing whatever, you're like,
oh yeah,
dumbass.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I did that before, but you the dumbass.
Oh man. What else we got?
I can segue right into what parts are okay.
Yeah.
What parts do you feel are okay to use aftermarket, not having to go to the dealer to buy, OEM parts?
Which parts, also in the same as that, which parts would you absolutely not go aftermarket on?
All right, so motor oil, do not come to the dealer for some goddamn motor oil. Just figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
As long as you're using the weight, it does not matter. You use the correct weight, you change the oil and the correct mileage intervals, you're fine. You really don't even need to be honest with
you. You can go to Walmart and you're getting the same fucking oil I'm putting in there anyways.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna charge you 4 times the amount.
Yep. Actually, you know what?
I don't buy Motorcraft oil at the dealer, man. I go to Walmart and get the 5-gallon jug and then one extra.
I was watching a guy do a test on synthetic oil, and Amazon now does synthetic oil, and it actually it either beat or kept up with Mobile One at half the cost.
Ooh.
Yeah. What, Walmart oil?
No, Amazon. Amazon has synthetic oil.
Amazon oil?
Yeah, Amazon has synthetic oil now.
Oh, I thought you meant they were selling it, not they got their own shit?
Yeah, they got their own shit.
God damn, they're gonna start making their own cake mixes and fucking Amazon eggs. And...
Yeah, but another thing, I would say a SERP belt, a serpentine belt. I don't, especially nowadays because of the 99.9% of newer cars have automatic tensioners. I would say it might be a little, even if it's a little loose, the automatic tensioner will take in the slack. Yeah, and it's all pretty much the same material.
Son of a bitch. Amazon Basics full synthetic motor oil.
Yeah. Look at the price.
$25 for 5 gallons? No, 5 gallons.
For 5 quarts.
Jesus.
For 5 quarts.
Holy shit.
0W40, 5 quart synthetic oil is $25.
Yeah, now, just to paint a picture prime. for those who aren't, automotive savvy, for decent oil like you're paying almost $10 a quart. I think it is.
And you know what?
That's on 50, sale, $60 for 6 quart.
On sale, it's like $8 if you can find a good sale. So yeah, I mean that's.
And there's also
let me get your opinion
legendary
on this.
Amazon oil.
What's your thoughts on O2 sensors?
Dealer, always dealer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Always dealer.
Yeah, you can do freaking Denso, Bosch, whatever. Nope, still suck.
You know what? There's certain things. You know what's one thing that I tell people they should get OEM, and granted, pricing wise, people fuck that. Shocks and struts.
Gas caps?
No, shocks and struts.
See, I can go either.
See, because you know why? I guarantee you get an aftermarket shock or strut, you're gonna need to replace it within 30 to 40,000 miles.
See, I think that depends on the make. You put Monroe's in there, yeah, I agree with it.
30,
but you put some KYBs in there.
Nah, even the KYB,
or Coney,
even the KYB. But see, then again, the Koenigs, depending on which ones you're getting, they're just as much as the OEM ones.
And I don't know if it's recent nowadays, but 3 years ago, I think it was maybe 5, KYB was almost like the strut that they were using. It was just rebadged from a lot of vehicles.
Yeah. No, very true. But still, I've seen most struts on OEM cars go 100,000 miles.
Right. Yep.
And aftermarket wise, I've very rarely ever seen an aftermarket strut go 100,000 miles.
Well, if you look on the box of a Monroe shock, it says check or replace every 12,000 miles.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's only if you're a Chevy S10. If you're a Chevy S10, then yeah, I don't give a fuck what you put on there. It's gonna be bad in 15,000 miles.
I think there's very like if you're not happy with the ride of your factory shock or strut, and so you got
Buy a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, for, people making, money like we do.
Yeah.
But then there's, you go out and you get like a Bilstein shock or, the Coney or, performance type shocks. Yeah, your dealer's not going to be able to get that. But it's like, that's a niche. Like you're going for a niche. If you're just talking every day, yeah, I'll get dealer shocks. I mean, I have there's a list of stuff. I don't like replacing with aftermarket shocks or struts. Thermostats, fuck you. I'm going fucking dealer because that thing that never heats up like the original.
See, what's
I'll
funny?
give you that.
You know what's funny for me? Thermostats. It depends on the car.
Yeah.
Like certain
if you're driving a $300 car, I'm throwing an aftermarket thermostat in there.
Like, I mean, like Chevys or GMs in general, I've never really had issues with. Actually, in all honesty, you are better off with a GM going with the aftermarket thermostat because the GM thermostats are set too high.
I'm with you on that.
So the GM, so for like GM, I would go aftermarket just because you can get a 185 or 175 thermostat, where the OEM thermostat is like a fucking 195 or 210. It's like, come on, man, for real. The car should not be running that high.
Yeah, I've never done. I've put like most of the the pieces of shit that I drive have like a thermostat with the neck. It's like a thermostat.
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And I've never had the correct. It never opens up, and my heat is cold.
Yeah.
It never opens up, at the right temperature. It doesn't. It's like it opens up way too soon, and I pull that out and I put like a OEM. Even in the stupid little fuckuses that I drive, put the OEM one in, and bam, my gas mileage is back, my heat's back. I'm not tripping that stupid P0128.
Now that I gotta say, if your thermostat comes with a gooseneck and possibly a sensor with that gooseneck, you got to go OEM. If it's just a thermostat itself, then I would say you might be okay with aftermarket because like Chevys,
you got options.
Yeah, Chevys is GMs. They're mostly just the thermostat itself. Because but then again, then a lot of the newer cars, they're going more so to next. So yeah, if you gotta. And that's the thing. You got to weigh your options with stuff like that. If it has a neck, I would go with the one with the neck. No OEM.
Like radiators. I'll go. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, radiators. I'll go
cheapest.
Aftermarket. Yeah.
What about
converters?
Suspension? Oh, that's tough. That's tough, man. Because I prefer the OEM. I can't afford the OEM.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Not even for function. Just for fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is OEM.
I mean, yeah, you can go to Rock Auto and get something, that's like half the price, but it's only going to last a year. I swear,
and trying to get it to line up. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Every manufacturer I've worked for, if you went with an aftermarket cat, you got a year out of it, and then the freaking code was going to pop back up.
Yep.
See, I hate aftermarket exhaust systems, period.
Oh yeah, they don't fit right.
Not even a fitment, just the quality.
The quality is usually crappier.
Like I did basically Y pipe back on my Wrangler. I had it for 8 months and the piping was already rotting.
But see, you know where you messed up with that? In all honesty, you should have got a fucking
Wrangler.
You should. After the Wrangler, you should have just got a boiler exhaust or a Flowmaster exhaust system. You should have went and got some fucking
the muffler was damn, I forget. It wasn't a cheap muffler. But no, like the tailpipe and they're like the regular pipe that they supplied me was like it was a Borla muffler.
Just the muffler or the piping too?
See, it came with a
Yeah.
tailpipe, but I don't think the tailpipe was boiled because
Yeah,
that shit, the tailpipe and the intermediate pipe were garbage.
Oh,
They
wait.
are trash.
How much was the exhaust system? Because if you tell me the exhaust system was like $150, then yeah, because
Oh, no.
$100 was the muffler, and then the $50 was the rest of the fucking piping. You get what you pay for.
No, it was like $380. It was $380 for the intermediate pipe, the muffler, and the tailpipe.
All right, so yeah, I would have been a little upset. Yeah, I would have expected just a little bit more quality out of that one.
Yeah, 8 months.
It was just chintzy metal. Like, it felt soft. You know what I mean? Like,
no coating on it. It should have.
Yeah.
There was no coating on it.
It didn't
or
have
anything.
there was no coating on it or anything.
Ooh.
It was just soft, chintzy. Even putting it in, I was like, this is not gonna last long. And
Yeah,
shit, 8 months down the road, fucking.
When you put on a muffler or an exhaust pipe, and you can damn near crimp it with your hand, yeah, you're fucked.
I wasn't able to crimp it with my hand, but I didn't have to fucking use any real effort closing those exhaust clamps. And actually, that's what happened is, I did the exhaust clamp by hand. It crushed it, but it crushed the in one too, and the inner one just slid right out after it rotted. So 8 months later, so fast forward 8 months later, I'm going to take all the clamps off, and the clamps are just snapping because they're rotted.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, this is atrocious. Yeah, the clamps they sent me were like probably the worst things.
You know what? In all honesty, if you buy an aftermarket exhaust system and it doesn't come with band clamps, you should probably spend a little bit more to get the better exhaust system.
Yeah,
I found that out the hard way myself back in the day. Exhaust systems should have band clamps on them.
You know who had very aggressive exhaust systems back in my import days was Megan Racing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever dealt with them. That shit was, dude, that shit, even well after, I just got rid of that exhaust system maybe like a few years ago when I was cleaning up all my 240 shit. That shit was still immaculate.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just down behind the house, like in grass, like where most of them would have like decayed by now.
Yeah, no, that exhaust system was high quality.
Dude, for the price, and back then, that was just an eBay store. Like an eBay company. It wasn't even big.
But that's why they got big, was because the stuff that they were selling was good quality stuff for decent prices, where people were gouging you just because you wanted to build a Civic. It's like, yeah, you want to build a Civic? Okay, yeah, $2,000 for an exhaust system.
What do you guys think about spark plugs and coils?
Spark plugs, I think, are the same.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the same spark plug.
Yeah, as long as
aftermarket as you're gonna get.
As long as you go with what the make is supposed to use. If you have a GM, you use AC Delco or Denso. If you have a Japanese make, you use NGK or Denso. If you have a German, you use Bosch and nothing else. If you have a Chrysler, you're fucked because you got to use them shitty ass Champions. And if you have a Ford, you use the Motorcraft. Yeah. If you have a Ford, use the Motorcraft. You know?
Yeah. A lot of people don't.
Am I the only one that does like, if you have 6-cylinder with 6 coil packs, I don't give a shit who makes the coil pack. But the spark plug, I'm going like OEM.
Yeah.
I'll do a Motorcraft spark plug, and I don't give a crap. BWD.
The coil.
CarQuest. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, the coil packs are, because a lot of that stuff is already third-party vendors anyway, that actually use a lot of the same coil packs. So like if you have like a Mercedes, you'd be surprised how cheap the coil packs are, because those are also ran through Chryslers,
Right.
See back, you guys remember James Hall?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I just saw him the other day.
Did you really?
Bricks.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing good. He was
Remember reaching for the phone going, "We got a problem here?"
Yeah. We got a problem.
We found out, and I'm pretty sure his LS did not like aftermarket coils.
Yeah, there's always those one-offs
Yeah.
where you're gonna be like, you know what, I got to put Motorcraft plugs in,
But
and I got to put, Motorcraft ignition coils, or because there's gonna be problems. I'm reaching for that phone.
That LS was also a fucking Jaguar piece of shit, so that's why it had issues.
Yeah.
It was a fucking a Jaguar S type or Type S in a Lincoln badge or something like that. I can't remember which Jaguar it was.
Or S, yeah.
I can't remember which Jaguar it was,
Yep.
but that's why everything with that car was so fucking different with everything else that was Ford, because it was actually a Jag.
Oh gosh, it was just so stupid.
And it just copied what the Diamante looked like.
Yeah, exactly. It looked exactly like it.
Oh, Dave will fucking kill me if he hears me say that shit. Oh.
You driving a Diamante?
Yeah, for real. Ripping off a Diamante.
Trying to think what else. What else would I not want to put aftermarket on?
Mass airflow sensors.
Yep, I'll give you that.
Yep.
Spend the fucking $300 or $400 and just get a factory one.
And
I think it also goes with like any part that's electronic that is horrible to put in. Like, you got to pull like the front cover off to put this sensor on or something. Go OEM.
Yeah, because you don't want to do that job again.
No.
Yeah. There's like shit. What was I just gonna say? Yeah, go ahead. I've completely forgot what I was just gonna say. God damn it! It was.
So what else? Yeah, we got O2 sensors, thermostat. Oh, Jesus Christ! Any GM in a steering rack.
Yeah, any hydraulic steering rack. Yeah, I would go that way for a GM.
Oh my God!
Just get an OEM one.
Oh, I mean, I put, especially GM for me, is power steering pumps and racks, because those things will like internally like cavitate.
Yeah.
Constantly create air, and it will not go away.
Well, see the
and
issue.
That's also especially in the Acadia, whatever the Enclave, and the Traverse.
Well, the thing about it is that a lot of those steering racks are fucking reman when you get them aftermarket. They're not brand new.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What are your thoughts when it comes to aftermarket parts on your basic tune-up stuff? I mean, I'm talking air filter, oil filter, PCV. We already touched on the spark plugs. Let's talk wires as well. We already talked about coils.
I would say cabin filter, air filter. Yeah, that stuff's fine. PCV valve. It depends.
I feel like I can go either way.
Yeah, that's you just gonna have to know. You would have to look it up and see if there's like known issues with your car that you have for aftermarket PCV valves, because that could go either way. Wires, I mean, I've done a lot of I've done aftermarket wires, and unless your car is like sensitive to resistance in the spark plug wires, then it shouldn't be a problem. But like say like the Saturn SL2, SL1s, they are very sensitive to high resistance in the spark plug wires. So you'll get all kinds of fucking engine codes if you throw in aftermarket wires. Wires sometimes, because the resistance will be too high.
Two things, Mike. Maybe you have gotten this before. Have you ever been asked why is dealer parts so expensive? Like we'll say an air filter.
All the time.
What's your answer to that?
And I tell them that one, I kind of have no control over the price. It's one of those things that Two, it's an it's an OEM superior part. It's gonna cost more.
My go-to that I over the years I find works the best is and I always use the same example. Whatever the part they're purchasing, we'll say, and bear with me on this, like I'm that's off the top of my head. We'll say this air filter. Oh, why is Napa's air filter, $6 and yours is $30? And I explained to him, well, that's because aftermarket air filters are designed to fit more than one vehicle. They just need to fit the same. They need to fall into a bracket of the same specs. So, and I go, this is just an example. This air filter for your Chrysler 300 may also fit a four-cylinder Honda Civic. Like, so they can mass produce it on a much larger scale,
Wow.
therefore costing less money.
Wow.
Damn, you went deep.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
But there's no arguing because it sounds good.
Oh man, that is a bunch of bullshit.
And the other one I want to ask, the other one is this fucking, and this shit pisses me off, and it's probably just because I've heard it so much, is I can't, with Chrysler's always discontinuing parts. Am I right?
Yeah, no, they are.
People, I get you're supposed to, I'm going to call the business bureau because you're supposed to be making those parts for 10 years. I don't know where you heard that, sir, but that is not accurate. Like, that is an old wives' tale.
Yeah,
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, the whole thing is they're supposed to make a part so that way the car is running for 10 years. That's the old saying. The car has to be able to run.
It is not true.
And there's nowhere, anywhere where
there's no law,
legally,
no rule,
there's no law
nothing.
that they legally have to do that. When they when they create a part, when they create a car, they could discontinue that part immediately after.
The next day, yeah.
Now, see, what most people don't realize is that a lot of the parts for these cars, especially engine-wise, chassis-wise, they're only out that long because they're used like the same strut for like 10 years. That's why it's out so long. Or they use the same air filter.
And also, why still make a part that you can buy anywhere else at a less price?
Yeah.
And that no one's buying from you.
Yeah. All that is is surplus of parts and also it's up to, because what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of these parts, these manufacturers don't make those parts. They buy those parts from other vendors who create those parts. And they create those parts sometimes for aftermarket, sometimes they don't.
It's not uncommon that, you can buy the exact same equipment that's OEM from an aftermarket company. It happens a lot more than people realize. But then that's what ruins the whole OEM. Why go spend the money at a dealership when I can go there and get the same parts?
Well, a lot of times you're not getting that same part for that much cheaper,
Right.
You might get it for, $30-$40 cheaper. But it's not like we sell it for $300 and this place sells it for $60 and it's the same part. No, it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking this up online, and it's all over the place, from people saying you have to do 10 years to there is no laws saying that the government needs to, or that there's no government laws saying that you have an auto manufacturer has to supply parts for a certain amount of time.
No.
Right.
No, there isn't no actual law.
Yeah.
My guess would be that they need to supply parts for the vehicle as long as that vehicle is in production, because they're making the car.
That's not true at all.
Actually,
that's not
well,
true.
You have to make parts for the car that's being produced.
For warranty.
But other than that,
making it. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like if the car is still around.
And
I mean, like if an 02 Taurus is still the same thing in 07, then you'd be making it for those 5 years. But after they change body styles and stuff, I don't see any obligation.
Also, the only other time they're obligated is like warranty purposes. So say like the Hyundai, because they do 10 years, they technically still have to make like not necessarily make a long block for 2010 Sonata. They just have to make sure they can get all the parts for it, engine wise, training wise, stuff like that.
That shit usually comes up as supplier ship for me, which means shit's not ready yet.
Yeah, for real.
You'll get it when you get it. When I see that, that's what that means.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going through now. Order has been submitted with supplier waiting for shipment to be scheduled.
Jesus. Look at, I don't know if you guys remember, Brando probably does. I don't know about you, Mike. Actually, no, because we were all working for the same place at the same time when fucking Chrysler Pacifica motor mounts were hot.
Oh God, yeah.
Those shit were so hot you couldn't get your hands on them.
Nope.
Yeah, we're talking Pacifica, Jesus. Motor mounts, lower control arms, sway bar links, the PTUs.
Oh, what was it? The left control arm was like on back order for a long time.
Yep.
Almost a year, if not more, I think.
Just the left side. You can get the rights all day. You need that left side.
Abundant, so that's
you need that left side.
Undershot on one side.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Someone was wasted that day. I do 20,000 rights, like
6 left,
7 left. Yeah, done. Perfect.
I can't.
Those PTUs, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, those PTUs were bad.
Chrysler right now is killing me, dude. Dude, almost. I want to say, especially with the way their ordering system's going right now, because like now, like if we put in if our order is 60 lines, dude, it's 40 of them are back ordered.
Ooh.
But they're back ordering because our facing warehouse doesn't have the parts, and so now we have to, if my facing warehouse doesn't have the parts. Now we're waiting forever because it's like a tree that all the other warehouses that fill this warehouse, then I have to wait for that to get filled, and then that one to fill my facing warehouse, and then when that gets filled, then I get the part. It's they don't ship from individual warehouses anymore.
Yeah, I'm still lucky.
Unless I special that shit.
Yeah, I'm still lucky. I'll get it. It goes, for me, it goes like Connecticut, Jersey, and then after those two, it's like a hope and a prayer of someone else, because there's like 5 other PDCs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like if I order something big and that shit has to come from California, so it's a ground truck. Oh my God, that sucks.
You'll see it sometime between a week out and 2030.
Yeah, for real.
Have you ever tried making the part? I'll get right on that. Well, what if you just flip over that lower control arm? Can you put it on the other side?
No. You know what I really hate?
My personal favorite is, what if I drive to the warehouse and get it? Sir, I can't even drive to the warehouse and get it.
Right.
What makes you think you can drive to the warehouse and get it?
Or no, what I hate
Consider the warehouses like Area 51. You just ain't getting it.
You'll get shot on site.
Or if you put it on locator and some obscure place in Utah has it, and they're like, "Oh, can you call them and get them?" It's like, no, you can call if you want it. No, I'm not calling Utah. Pay for shipping.
I can get it. The price is going to go up. Well, why is the price? You can't give me the part, then you can go find the part, sir.
Yeah, for real.
You want me to do all this extra legwork because you don't want to? I don't think so, fucker. So I had this, I don't know why, I just did this shit like made my day. It was the other day. This grandma called up, wanted to get some decals for her grandson's power wheel. He had a 4x4 Cummins power wheel, Cummins diesel, a pickup truck, 4x4, whatever. And I look around and I got a little pile of shit that's not my inventory that I just keep kicking around just in case. And either that for places that send shit back for credit that's like 6 months old, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. But I had some emblems. I had a 4x4 emblem, like not stickers. I had actual like the chrome 4x4 emblems and a chrome Hemi 5.7 liter Hemi emblem. And I explained to her, I was like, look, it's not a Cummins thing. And I was like, 'cause if it was, I couldn't give that to you because that shit's expensive. But I was like, I got these two emblems left if you want. And she came down, picked them up, and she was like in shock about how nice they were. And I'm like, yeah, I just made this little kid's day.
Yeah.
Like, I felt really good about that. I just gave them to her, Probably gave out like $130 worth of fucking emblems.
Yo, emblems cost so much money. It's ridiculous.
Dude, you know what? They're breaking up the Grand and the Cherokee now. So now it's two different emblems.
Ooh.
On the newer vehicles. Dude, if you need to replace Grand Cherokee on the side of your Grand Cherokee, motherfucker, you better fucking have some stacks.
Because now you can buy just a Cherokee.
Yeah. But body shops need both.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stop selling that stupid, ugly ass Fiat Cherokee.
Right.
With lug bolts. The fuck.
The fucking dart. That's Fiat. That's Fiat's design.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Ugly as shit. All right, so what do we got up next?
I think that's about it. That's about an hour.
It is about an hour. I mean, we got one more that we can talk about. Probably a little more controversial. The how old can someone be before you judge their beer choices?
14.
So I got a story for you guys. So Friday we were out. The service manager was leaving, so last day we go to a restaurant and
like quitting.
Yeah, he's going to a place closer to home. That's the only reason why he's leaving.
Is it the dude you have beers with?
One of the guys, service manager.
I don't know if we could say. Can we say that?
Yeah. We're not having beers on premises, but we beer swap.
Right. He's
giving me stuff. I've given him
but
stuff.
it sounds like you're drinking on the job.
No, we're not drinking on the job.
Oh, done that.
No, I plead the fifth. So anyway, two of the younger technicians that are with us, they're drinking age. So when I get there, one of them's drinking a Budweiser, and I'm like, dude, why are you drinking Budweiser? It's like, you should know better, because I've actually helped
school time.
Yeah, I've helped.
It's almost insulting to you to have it in your
exactly.
In your
it's
presence.
Like what the fuck's wrong with you? And the other one who I just give shit all the time for, just because he does stupid shit. He had a shock top. And
climbing that craft ladder.
And it's like, come on, bro, a shock top, really? I mean, it's better than a Budweiser, but still,
yeah.
It's like,
I mean, not by much. We're talking pennies to nickels now.
When you need oranges to help with the flavor of your beer, you're kind of on the losing end there.
Yeah, I mean, the orange peel zest flavor is good if you're adding it to an already good beer.
Yeah.
But you're just using it to make a better beer.
Yeah. But I mean, so one is 22 and the other is, I think, 23.
You know what though? Like, I will say, like, I do think you have to discover craft beer on your own. Nobody can really.
Very true. I think because you know what's
You know what
funny?
I'm saying? Like,
Because I didn't
look, I'm a
discover.
perfect example of that.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
You are.
I mean, I hated beer. Like, and it took a lot of different beers trying from you guys for me to like get on that craft beer train and shit. Like, I don't think there's like I joked around and said 14. Like, there's no college. First of all, when I'm not condoning underage drinking, because I'll be totally honest, I didn't drink while I was underage at all because I didn't have any urge for alcohol at that point. But like,
I
these
plead
college
fifth.
kids and shit, yeah, I'm sure. No, I was different in this case, but you get these college kids that are just buying alcohol on a
Well,
budget, and they're
that's
gonna go
different.
towards your natty
Yeah.
ices and your
Yeah.
PBRs
No,
and
no.
everything, and then after they graduate and shit, that's all they know. So like they stick
But
with that,
but
and
that's what I'm
like
saying.
you do need to
What's
evolve.
what's the age range that you can
I don't think there is any
see?
age range, to be
I
honest with you.
now I have a theory on this. I have a theory. So I think in the ages between 32 and 55 is where you can judge someone's beer selection.
Now, are
So
you saying like after 55,
anyone who's
you're all right with someone
no
drinking
no
Bud?
anyone who's older than 55 kind of are already set in their ways and probably has never had a craft beer day in their life. All they know is
Okay.
Budweiser, Miller Lite, Bud Light,
Coors, Michelob.
Coors. Yeah, exactly. That's all they know, the
But see,
commercial stuff.
like exactly,
And
and it's
and then people who are below 32, they're still kind of too young. Most likely aren't like um, money wise
I
secure in
think
their situation. So, if they are drinking, they're usually just, whatever's cheap at the time. You know, there's a 30 pack
I
on
think a
sale.
better I think the better question would be at what point should you have absolutely experienced a craft beer? At what age? Because like I think early 20s you should have at least tried several craft beers. Like if you're first of all if you're man enough to drink like beer, then you should have at least been man enough to like try different things. Like
You know what?
you know what I mean? Like
I would say late 20s.
you should have at least tried something.
I would
Really?
say I would say
See, I think
don't the only reason why I say late 20s is because when you're in your early 20s, like I said, you're not really secure in your money at that
right.
point. So
That's the PBR and Natty Ice days.
when you go to buy
GameCube.
when you go to buy beer and and you see like a
Yep.
$12 six pack of Samuel Adams and a 24 pack of
$12 30 pack.
Budweiser,
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna go for which one is not necessarily which one tastes better, but which one has the better value. But
Right.
when you get older, you realize that you rather
Quality
pay
over quantity.
Quality over
you rather
quantity.
pay
Yeah.
a little more for our I mean that even goes down to food. I mean just shopping for food. I definitely shop completely different now than I did when I was in my fucking mid-20s, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
So I mean that's why I say 32, 55 in that age range. You should pretty much and then that's also coinciding with the boom of craft beer, you know?
Right.
Cuz think about it, if you're 55, there was what, two or three craft breweries and they were probably in the West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, I know Sam Adams was around, and I applaud anyone drinking a Sam Adams Boston Lager over the lagers of like Bud and Bud Light and shit like that. I mean, there's definitely more craft and flavor in a Boston Lager than there is in a Bud. But yeah, I mean, you really haven't experienced, unless you're one of those people in the, the 40 to 50 or even 60 range who just, like crabby. I mean, she's probably
Did,
more my age,
I was about to say,
and she is a.
did you just say she's 60?
No, I did not say. Oh no, no, no. She's like
I thought you
closer to
said she
my
was
age.
60. I was like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
was-
what? No, she's.
She looks young for 60.
Nah, she gonna fuck you up.
No, you were the one that said she was
Yo,
60,
you
bro.
said you
You
applied that.
definitely said she was
Yeah,
60.
you definitely applied.
That's
She
what
was
I
in her
was saying. You
60s.
guys were thinking that she's gonna fuck me up. No, she's. I think she's closer to my age, like 40, and she knows her shit. She knows her
but that's
beer,
what I'm
man.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. That falls in line of that range of age. You know, I think 32. I think anybody under the age of 32, you can kind of just you don't want to like judge them. You just kind of want to like, hey, let me help you. Let me put you onto some shit that you probably don't know about.
It sounds like you're slinging meth.
You know, it's like, but
Sounds like you're busting bricks, bro.
but
Yeah.
but after 32, it's like you just start thinking about this person has the like poor life choices. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you still drinking?
Yeah. Show me your house. Show me your
Yeah.
car. Like, what do you drive?
Yeah, for real. You know, and like there's people who are just that they just I think anyone past like 55, it's kind of harder. You can still like they're always gonna be stuck in their ways, and then also
Yep.
it kind of also demographically where you are. I can't you can't really judge someone who lives in like Rhode Island that only has like maybe 5 craft breweries in the whole state. You know.
Yeah, if your state is saturated with craft beer and you haven't had one yet, you need Jesus.
Yeah, I mean like Connecticut, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, New York. You have
Oh God.
no
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah. You in the Mecca.
California, Oregon, you have no excuse.
Washington, Oregon. Yeah.
Denver, you have no excuse. Even a lot of Midwest states or the central states, like that tornado belt, you know, you kind of have no
Yeah. They
excuse.
got those nice tornado brews.
Yeah, you have no excuse. They're especially like Connecticut. I don't think you can go 2 towns away in Connecticut and not have a craft brewery in that area.
Yeah. And even in this shithole of a state, 80 something craft breweries.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
you're at
Get
least
your head out your ass.
yeah, you're at least 2 towns away from a craft brewery. At least. No, sorry, max 2 towns
Yeah,
away.
2 towns. Yep.
So you gotta.
So yeah, I'd agree with those at date ranges. Yeah.
Because I mean, even now, like I talk to people and it's like, it's funny when the GM was doing an interview for the replacement of the service manager, and he found the guy, and and he's like, man, this really sucks. 'Cause I really don't want to bring in some guy that's like an asshole or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, do this. Ask him what kind of beer he drinks, and I'll let you know right there.
Oh, I love Bud. All right.
Yeah, if he drinks if he drinks Budweiser, fucking
We'll
kick
call
him
you.
out. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
fucking hire him.
Oh, bye.
Damn.
But the new guy
Well-
drinks Blue Moon, so I don't know how much.
That's a gray area.
Oh man,
That's a gray area.
Oh,
It's a gray area.
you know what?
That could go either way.
Yeah,
That could
you
go.
know
He
what?
could be on the cusp. He could
Well-
be on the cusp of greatness. We don't know. We
Well,
won't know.
I'll find out.
You'll have to follow. We'll have to follow this up on a
Yeah.
later podcast.
I'll bring him to the dark side. Don't worry.
There you go.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll feed him some shit.
Let's do it.
I may,
is that all we got?
not keep stuff in the fridge at my job. But I plead the fifth.
You don't have a job.
I think that's the title. I think that's the title of the podcast, this episode. I plead the fifth. All right, so that's it. I mean, that's an hour and 10 minutes of quality right there.
Yeah, boy.
Gave you a little car knowledge. Gave you a little insight in the service department. And taught you how to judge people about their drinking habits. Oh, man. Good times.
And as always,
drink responsibly. Stay wobbly.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah.